Hello, fellow geeks. Good evening, and welcome to our episode of Tabletop Treasure Hunters tonight. Tonight we have our second briefing session. Briefing sessions are kind of akin to how we did our session 0. We're not rolling dice tonight. There are no special chat interactions or affirmation bar because there is no bad guys. There's no competition, so to speak, tonight. We're just we're chatting, we're role playing, and we're talking about the sessions that are coming up because we're in between rounds. Yeah, welcome everybody. For those who aren't familiar with Tabletop Treasure Hunters, this is our Pathfinder 2nd edition fan content homebrewed campaign. We are playing in the setting of Galarion, so many of the characters, locations, names, and the actual rule system we're playing with are all owned by a company named Paizo. So Paizo, thank you very much for an awesome game. And yeah, with that out of the way, let's talk about our cast. We have most of our cast here tonight. These are optional for the players to attend, but we have most of our players here anyways. So we're missing Snotnot, Chichki, and Evelyn tonight. They'll be missed, but we still have lots of lovely faces for you guys tonight. Let's go ahead and do a very quick introduction for everybody, starting with Katie. Tell us about you quickly, and tell us a quick little rundown about Raiden.
Hi, Katie. I push the buttons. I play Raiden, who's part of the Foresight Faction, is a fetchling summoner with the best boy Fox Kona.
Wonderful. Love it. Thank you very much. M?
My name is M. I play Meech, a little kobold who is thirsty for treasure and hats. That's it.
Thirsty for treasure and hats. Wonderful. Wonderful motto. Matt?
Hi, I'm Matt, and I play Pjeld, a little goblin cleric / druid who's maybe dabbling a little bit in acting.
Lovely. Very good. Tatum?
I'm Tatum. I'm Tori's older sister. I'm just here to have a good time. I play Margot. She's a halfling ranger. You probably noticed that she's wearing a different headdress today. It's because she's trying out a new look. But in real life, I'm moving and had to pack everything up. And so these were the only things I had access to. And that's that.
Oh, man. Well, props for being here around moving time, because moving is stressful.
I needed a break.
Awesome. Ian?
Yeah, I'm Ian Cashmiss on the internets. I am doing Sokra, bird bureaucrat extraordinaire.
Wonderful, wonderful. And Mitch?
Hi, I am Mitchell. You can find me on Twitter, as usual, as Mitch S. Bustillos. And I'm playing Gilgamesh, as always.
Good stuff. Good stuff. The bright and cheerful Gilgamesh.
Exactly. He's the sunshine of this whole group.
And Nathan?
Yeah, Nathan Smith, playing X, the hard rock bard. Ready to rock it tonight.
Oh, yeah. Always. Good stuff. Bill?
Hey, I'm Bill. I make podcasts like Escape This Podcast and Solve This Murder. I do a lot of fun stuff on the internet. It's all there in the chat now. And also, I play Bravegut, who is a rat folk who runs a kitchen, a wonderful restaurant in Absalom, and also makes terrible, disturbing alchemical formulas.
Fine print, fine print. Tori?
Hey, I'm Tori. I live here on Level 1 Geek, in this exact box, as a matter of fact, right here. And I play Teal Tinbrook. Nice to meet you. I just love my horse tag and swinging my sword and hanging out with my teammates and all these lovely competitors. They're just all so talented. I cannot even believe I am here with all these folks.
Wonderful. That is and I'm Chase. I am the game master for this campaign with Level 1 Geek. That is our quick roll call of our amazing, wonderful cast this season. So thank you everybody for joining us tonight. Looks like we have all of their information in the chat there if you're interested in anything they do. So definitely check them out because it is just lots of great people here. And for you tonight, chat, welcome everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Like I said, we don't have any chat interactions for you guys tonight, aside from character facts and the standard vanilla chat interactions, but no affirmation bar, no hero points. We're just here to hang out tonight and do a bit of role playing. But still happy to see all your faces here. So thanks, guys. Big thanks this season. Very quickly, we have a lot of work going into this show this season, so I feel like I just need to thank these great people every session. Huge thanks to all of our subscribers, Patreons, followers, all of you who are sharing the show, supporting the show in any way, shape, or form. You guys help us keep doing it. So thank you. Also, big thank you to our sponsors this season, Knights of the Steel, who kindly donated our character art from their artist, Christiana Leone. Also are giving out free art packs from their app, NPC for Hire. You guys join our Discord, you can get your hands on that. Big thanks to our Dice affiliate partners, Die Hard Dice. Big thanks to Level 1 Gamers, who are doing some awesome giveaways for our arena sessions. Big thanks to Shampeku, who is providing many maps for us to use. And big thanks to everybody in the Level 1 Geek team and all of the people who have assisted me putting this campaign together. Big thanks to Toby from the Side Quest Inn as well, has been like honorary Level 1 Geek on this, giving tons of help behind the scenes. So thank you to all of them. Thank you, chat. And I think that is pretty much everything. So let's go ahead and let's hop into this session this evening. Now, last we left off, we had our second arena match. In the last arena match, we had X, Snotnot, Sokra, and and Brave Guy. Nah, Brave Guy, he was great. He was wicked fast. They were working together, battling some waves of enemies. There was the potential for backstabbing, but none happened. So yeah, they battled some waves of enemies. They killed a couple dragons. X ended up taking the MVP at the end with a crazy David versus Goliath crit on the dragon with a sling. Killed it in one shot. It was fantastic. And now all of the first round of jobs and the first couple arena matches are out of the way. So the heroes are now taking a break. They are sorting out some personal business. They are recouping, and they are getting ready for their next round of tasks. So the players during this time had 30 to 35 days of downtime for their characters. So we are going to talk about that here in a minute. The players are going to tell you about what their characters were doing during downtime. But in the meantime, all of our characters are going to begin this evening gathered in the Sands of Fortune, the arena where you guys are doing your arena matches. This is typically where all of your business is held this season. It's currently just about sunset. There is nobody in the stands of the arena. It's kind of a serene, peaceful beauty to it when you're standing here in the middle of these sands with no spectators around. Very quiet. You can really just marvel at the grandeur of these statues, this architecture. Just everything is quite beautiful and quite different from the typical noise pollution of cheering fans and smells of food in the air. Very different feel to it. As you guys and your characters are meeting here and waiting for your guild leader, Lord Fizzix, to arrive, along with the statues of past winners of this competition, you guys can see that all of your guild banners are currently hanging up, and they're being hoisted at different heights. And this is being a representation of which guilds are currently having the most sponsors backing them. Mechanically, this is representing your renown. So all of the banners are very close to the same height, but just slightly raised a little bit higher. Neck and neck is the Powder Pact and Foresight Faction, who mechanically are at 11 renown each. Just a titch below them, you have the Company of Honor banners at 10 renown, and just a bit below them, we have the Gold Bloods at 8 renown. So very close competition after the first round. Still anybody's game. And with that, let's start talking about some downtime. Let's start with, let's see here. Yeah, who wants to go first? Does anybody want to talk about their downtime for their character first?
X will, while this is going on, X will pull Margot aside. There's kind of a group, there's some chit chat going, but X is gonna kind of pull Margot aside, and X has been acting a little funny since a trip that the Gold Bloods took to the home, the estate of Teal Timbrook, the Timbrook estate, if I'm not mistaken. The group of us traveled there to watch a competition. Since coming back, though, X has been a little off, so he pulls Margot aside and he says, "Hey, Margot, can I talk a second? I just got something to talk about."
Yeah, I think we're just waiting, so let's chat. Let's do
Hey,
it.
you remember that night after the competition and stuff, you know? It was that real clear night. I mean, stars were out. It was just incredible, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I took me and Teal went out onto her parents' garden veranda, I mean, it was just, I mean, it was incredible.
Uh-huh.
And I was playing some songs. I had some new material I wanted to show her and this and that. And we are just joking around. And I decided to do something, you know, just to tease her a little bit. I decided to play an old Elvish kind of folk song. And, you know, I threw in maybe some off notes and some key, you know, a little discord, you know, just to kind of make her laugh a little bit. But guess what she said after I played it?
What did she say?
She said that was amazing.
Oh, I mean, are you disappointed? Like, I don't understand what.
Well, I don't know. Margot, I think Teal, I think she might be tone deaf.
Oh. That's what you gathered from that entire experience.
And it's just shocked me. I haven't, you know, got up the gumption yet to tell anybody yet, but I don't really know what to do. And so I don't know. I'm just a little off tonight. It looks like they're trying to gather people, but I don't know if you have any ideas what I can do. Maybe I can give her some lessons or something, but I've just been off a little bit lately.
Yeah. I mean, well, but you know, why are you off? I mean, does that change your opinion of her?
No,
like,
I mean,
you guys are friends.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just as unexpected as all, I guess. I mean, she's one of my biggest fans and she's great, but you know, I just don't know how someone could live like that. It's just a little different to me is all. And I can work through this and, you know, we're still a team. So
yeah,
just
absolutely.
wanted to get that off my chest. Yeah.
No, I think that's great. And I think honestly, the best way to maybe understand what Teal is going through and how she maybe interprets your music is to give her those private lessons. I think that'd be really helpful. Yeah.
Well,
I think that would hopefully provide some insight for both of you on just your professional relationship right now.
Thanks, Mara. Awesome. Hey, I think I saw Gilgamesh. I got him a little plush bunny. I heard somewhere that, I don't know, people are giving him to. Anyway, I'm going to go find him and give this to him. So
yeah, do it. I actually
thank you, Margot.
heard the same thing. Yeah, you're welcome. Anytime you want to talk about that or any other feelings you might have towards Teal or others, that I'm very open to those conversations. And she's going to shuffle back.
Fantastic. Yeah, so speaking of Gilgamesh, you've been getting swarmed with just candies and plushies. You're not really sure why, but a lot of people have been sending them to you. What's Gilgamesh's take been on that, and what's Gilgamesh kind of been working on during his downtime?
First of all, are they Gilgamesh size or are they giant, weird Titan size?
Oh, it's a mix.
I think he's going to shoot and I guess rip apart the big ones. The tiny ones he will put in a vault within Enkidu, where he is now transformed it into his living quarters. I think right now he has the window open, which is really Enkidu's eye, sitting staring at the group, while Gilgamesh drinks coffee while staring at one of these small stuffed animals, wondering of the why concerning it.
It's the most noir tea party I've ever heard of.
John, man, right. I guess with Enkidu being large and Gilgamesh being tiny, that is like just a mobile house for you now.
I know, right? Yeah, it's like a little mansion. You know, I sleep in the toes, and then, you know, I have like elevators and stuff like that.
You have a plushie room now?
Yeah.
Was it large before?
Plushie vault. No, it was medium size.
Okay.
But I added upgrades, so now it's large.
I think that Midge is definitely going to stagger up to it, just looking absolutely tired. Oh, the baby grew again. Midge will pat the side. Oh, what a good baby.
This will set off alarms, which Gilgamesh will answer, popping out of the shoulder and getting onto the cannon, making sure to put in the flesh-eating virus rounds. Oh, it's just you. My bad. All right. What are you doing here?
Well, today's the day of the meeting, and sorry, I'm a bit tired. Just a little.
Are you taking care of yourself?
Well,
If you're not, I'm gonna have to get involved, and I don't want to.
Oh, I've just been crafting, and then I had to go do some FaceTime with the Queen.
How'd that go? Did you seduce her?
Oh, no. Gilgamesh, no. She had me build a toilet. And not just one toilet, but a system of toilets. For days, Gilgamesh.
Yeah, I would have not done that.
You don't understand. If I didn't do this, then we weren't going to get the job we wanted. And I know you want that job.
I want it. I just didn't want it at the cost of your dignity. I mean, you'll probably smell like shit for years.
No, actually, this is rather ingenious, but I used slimes. They will eat all of the refuse to rather self-sustaining.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about it. No.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
okay. Well,
Yeah,
I thought that it was pretty cool, but...
That sounds all sorts of nasty.
Where's Bravegut? Bravegut would appreciate this. Bravegut!
I don't think he made it.
No, I'm not here at all. Of course I'm here. What's wrong with you?
Oh.
Also, I've changed my background picture to the scene from the 1967 Dr. Dolittle movie where they're living in a giant snail. I thought you'd appreciate it due to your new living situation.
I haven't watched
You
that
all
movie.
like Dr. Dolittle, and Enkidu is like the giant snail in which you live as it travels around.
I understand.
Which Dr. Dolittle is this again?
The 1967 Dr. Dolittle, thank you very much.
Oh. So the inferior one compared to the
what's the Eddie Murphy version?
Yeah.
No.
What?
Bravegut.
Yes.
Did you know there was a rabbit outside screaming to know something about you?
Oh, yes. Okay. I heard about this. All right. So I'd like to go outside and say, listen, I don't know whether you're a dark rabbit from the United States or whether you're a rabbit named Darkus. But either way, let me tell you something interesting about Bravegut Grim Kitchen. And here's a fun Bravegut Grim Kitchen fact. Bravegut is currently divorced from his third wife, but all three wives were simultaneous. It's not, he's still married to his first and second wives and his fourth wife. His third wife specifically, he got divorced from. It was amicable. She moved on and she wanted to join a different warren. Is that what rats have? But yeah, divorced. She moved to I don't know my Pathfinder geography. Somewhere far away. That'll do.
Verisia.
Verisia. She moved to Verisia. And they're amicable but estranged. She took 2 of Bravegut's children with her. And they were 2 of his favorite children, so he's a little bit bothered. But he'll see them at some point. And that's the situation that Bravegut's in. It's sad, but not that sad.
So would you say that Bravegut is 1/5 divorced?
No, it's a full look. It's a full divorce. He's 100% divorced. He's also 100% married. If you're a Christian, you'll understand the theological argument about Jesus' divinity. The same applies to Bravegut's marriage. So there we are.
Wonderful fact.
That's a Bravegut fact for you.
Oh, very good.
I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't that.
Yes, well, that's, it happens sometimes. Look, that happened years ago. I'm over it. But yes, that's where we're at. Thank you for going off and seeing the Queen, by the way. I know you did your crafting efforts were quite efficient and you had the time, but thank you anyway. Meanwhile, Gilgamesh and I had to stay and do some bloody community service, which was an unenjoyable artifact taken from the arena. I didn't quite enjoy that little trick that Fizzix played on us.
The arena that you did with
yes,
Sopra.
there's the one where my bravery and skill was rewarded with community service.
For anybody who missed the last arena, they had guild stickers where they could stick them on crates to claim the loot. But nobody looked about what they were claiming, and one of the crates had contractual community service in it.
Oh.
Brave Gut happened to slap his sticker on that one.
You gotta
It
be
also
careful
had a
where you
bunch of
slap your sticker.
potions. It did
Yeah,
have a
there's-
bunch of potions on it. But look, there was no time. Ironically, I feel like I was punished for the greediness of claiming treasure during a fight. And then but if I had been more greedy and taken extra time away from helping my friends to investigate the treasure, I wouldn't have been punished. What did they want me to learn from this? That I should be more greedy or less? That I should either double down or be a nice guy and nowhere in between? Is this the moral lesson I'm supposed to take from physics tricks? I don't agree. Either way, we did some community service, but that was, it was all right.
Very good.
Can I ask
Yes.
what the community service was?
That's an excellent question.
Well, they seem
I don't know where this conversation is happening, so Teal can ask or Tori will
Oh,
ask.
Teal. Oh, now, I'm so sorry. I could have done some community service for you. I've heard on the grapevine that you're tone deaf, which is a terrible thing to deal with, and I would have reached out and helped you, but instead I used my skills that I've developed through years of cooking to help run I was working at the soup kitchen, really.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
well,
nice.
That's so nice. I bet they just loved your soup there. I mean,
No, they didn't really appreciate it. Oh, they said, "Oh, what are these fancy things? Look at these small servings. I'm a hungry person. I'd like a." And I thought, "No, that's not what food is about. This is a tasting experience." And they said, "Oh, I'm hungry from not having eaten."
Oh.
Well, they should have eaten more.
Right. Yeah. No, I totally see how it would be disappointing for starving people to not
underappreciated.
appreciate your food. Yeah,
I
I
know.
totally get that.
It's
Absolutely.
incredibly good food.
Yeah, maybe next time you could just give them more. Maybe, I don't know. I
Well-
wasn't there, so.
Well,
But who told you I was tone deaf?
oh, I've just heard it around. I think there was some chatter on the streets.
Oh,
Oh, I've heard it.
It's
Oh.
everybody's talking about it. It's the talk of the town.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Gilgamesh, you even heard that too?
And
You don't even
Gilgamesh
talk to
rarely-
anybody.
I know, he rarely leaves in Deku.
Yeah, I heard it.
Man, I better go
That
talk
was-
to X. Maybe he could help me. I didn't know I was tone deaf.
Oh, you're going to need a lot of help, aren't you?
I guess so. Well, thanks for the tip, I guess.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Look, I didn't mean it to be a tip. If you don't know, perhaps it's just an ugly rumor started by the competition. I'd be
Would
looking at
somebody do that
Sokra.
to me? That sounds
Yes.
terrible. I mean,
Yes.
I'm just trying to be friends with everybody.
That's impossible. Humanity is able to do the worst of things.
You know, maybe
Look-
you're right, Gilgamesh.
Hey,
Evelyn doesn't even like me that much. I don't know
no,
why.
Hey, no,
She
listen,
doesn't.
It's very possible for you to be friends with everybody, not for Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh can be friends with
Oh.
no man. You can be friends with whoever you'd like.
Oh, Gilgamesh,
take
is
it
that why you
personally.
always give me those weird looks?
What do you
All
mean?
right.
Oh, I don't know. You're just always kind of looking at me real intense, like you've got really a lot on your mind. Like
Because I believe
you're
you might be
burning
connected.
holes or something into my soul when you look at me.
Because I believe you might be connected to the murder of my family, my last one.
Is that true, Teal Tinbrook?
A murderer? I would never do that. Who's all starting all these rumors about me? Teal goes running off, tears
Nope.
starting to form in her
Oh.
eyes.
There she goes, the tone deaf murderer.
And Raiden and Sokra, you guys show up as a tear-ridden Teal is running off. What have you guys been up to?
What did you just say to Teal?
It's our new friends. Contractual friendship obligations. Hello.
I don't like to think of it as contractual. I like to think of it as
Formalized.
friendship with insurance.
Sakura?
Oh, I feel
Yes.
like that's the same thing, but I was quite surprised to receive your letter. I thought that you weren't going to get back to me, and I was like, oh, it was terrible what happened to Evelyn. If you are in a hard place, maybe I could help you out. And then it was all of a sudden contractual friendship. It was very surprising.
Yes. Well, you all seem like such a lovely bunch. For the most part, look at Gilgamesh.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, baby's quite nice.
It is very lovely.
But more importantly, where's Kona? It's been so long.
Kona's over here.
Oh, this best little fox boy.
Kona
I-
trots
He
up.
got muzzled.
Right.
I'm uncomfortable when you describe it as a fox boy, because that's happened twice now. I'm just picturing it walking up with a little hat, be like, "Hello, it's me. Oh, what you doing? I'm a little fox boy.
You can hate all you want. It's just such a cute little fox.
My little dance.
Is Kona
Oh, I've got to get to
dance?
school now. I'm learning algebra in fox class. I don't
Wait,
like
does
it.
Kona dance?
Kona probably could dance.
Does
Oh,
it wear
I
a
bet
little waistcoat?
It's not cute if it's not a waistcoat. I could craft one for you if you like.
Midge, would you?
You know, I was actually thinking about this, and I was thinking, how cute would it be if he had a little bow, like me, on his neck, and then we could actually attach little charms to it, so like weapon talismans. How fun would that be?
That would be amazing. I love
Be
it.
terribly expensive, though, unfortunately.
Well, I could help pay.
What help?
What-
I'm doing
what?
all the labor and
Well,
paying for part of this. This is absolutely ridiculous. What sort of friendship is this?
What? Can you take a breath? Or.
I thought
Just
that's what
breathe.
I was doing now.
Well, no, you kind of went off in an entire sentence without stopping. Doesn't
I must say I do that
breathe.
quite often. Full sentence,
But
then breathe after.
Anyway, I meant that we could pay for it and you could craft it. I'm sorry for the misspeaking of words. I don't. He looks over at Sokra. Help.
Oh, don't worry. They're both very nice.
Are they?
Oh, good. Oh yeah, no, they have to be now. Bring out the paperwork I made them
We've
sign.
become contractually obliged to be
Yes,
friends.
contractually. Don't worry, it does go both ways. I am obligated to be nice to both of you too, but you know,
Well,
it's all good.
did it? Was it necessary to have a contract? I thought that we said just become friends with the chef, not like force friends with the chef.
I mean, you know, I'd like to think that it's necessary, but somebody never got back to me with their paperwork. So
Life, soccer life is not about paperwork. Although, speaking of,
take that back.
I won't. All of you, he points to everybody, I have a business offer for all of you from this nice fellow. His name is Reddish. And he's
Sorry, are you
got-
saying he's somewhat red, or he's like the vegetable radish?
I think it's like the vegetable.
Okay,
reddish.
good, wonderful.
So,
Yes.
he's got this oil that he wants to start as a business, right? And he's a nice fellow. 10 gold to get you right in. I don't know
Wait.
from the yeah.
What does this oil do? Is it for crafting or is it for cooking? Or,
Well,
I don't know, rubbing into your
He
scales?
said it'll cure any ailment. So,
It sounds like snake oil to me, if you know what I mean.
he was a fraud on other things, but I decided to give him another chance. He couldn't teach
Sorry,
spells.
so you've decided you've taken a known fraud, and you've decided to tell us that if we give him 10 gold, he'll give us an ointment that cures all ailments.
Yeah, because I said I'd give him another chance.
Yes.
Why?
Well, I mean,
Well, he was
you have.
really
I believe.
nice.
I believe by informing us of this opportunity, you have officially given him his second chance, and we will not be buying this oil.
Great. I'll set that offer.
But don't
Well-
speak for everyone else, Bravegut. We can
I
choose
will-
not to, but
I am
perhaps-
officially speaking
perhaps-
for everybody else.
Oh, okay.
It's fair.
Fair.
He does teach some really good line dances, though.
Well,
Now that I would pay for.
See, I told him a line dancing guild would be perfect. And
Speaking of line
Just
dancing,
as long as you're not going to make me take those.
no,
I-
soccer, you got it.
I did roll a performance for Kona just because it seemed like an important question. Kona can dance worth 18.
Come
Take that how you will.
Tippy tap to a beat.
so it's just basically walking funny.
I would say an
And-
18 is better than a walking funny.
I mean, when you get
To
down
a
to it,
beat.
isn't all dancing just walking funny?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Not wrong.
not wrong at all. So that was.
Isn't
that
all
was Raiden's-
walking just a boring dance?
There you go. That was Raiden's downtime. He got scammed. But Kona is now officially a little tadpole.
Wait, you mean he graduated?
Wait, he's got the title of tadpole. That was his title, Sokra.
What are you talking about? This is a fox.
Yeah, and he is now part of the Absalomian Pet Guild. Officially.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
little fox. No, not you.
What?
I'm congratulating your fox.
Kona.
It is a big accomplishment.
Kona looks up and. doesn't
Did
look.
Radish set you up with this?
No, that was a separate letter.
Did you talk to the person who sent you this letter?
Through more letters.
Did you give this person gold as well?
Yes.
No, now. Listen, Midge. It's a real establishment.
Oh.
One of my pets is also a member.
What?
Yes. Little Robert.
Isn't
is
Robert
a
the
frog.
one that just went with... I'm sorry, that was uncouth. Continue.
No, those were my children, not my pets.
Oh.
Robert
I
is
get
a frog.
confused.
Robert is a frog, and ironically, also a tadpole.
There you go. They
No-
could
no-
probably be friends.
Yes, they'll go to class together on Wednesdays.
Now the real question: how long before the pet guild joins the guild alliance?
I know. We should talk to Fizzix about
We
it.
should.
It's a
feel like
glaring
each
omission.
and every arena would be made better by their inclusion.
Well,
Yes,
we could,
everybody likes a small frog that will die within seconds.
not if we put the frog up really high. It could sit on Kona's
Fizzix!
head.
Fizzix, we have a proposition. Where are you, Fizzix?
The
I don't-
best idea I've gotten for next season.
Fizzix!
What?
X taps Teal's shoulder and says, "Hey, what do you think about Tag getting in on that pet guild action?
Yeah, the horse. Ted could get in on it.
Yeah, hey, what does it take to get into something like that?"
Well, it
Y'all
was...
think he could really make it?
all
I
you
think
gotta
he-
do is
No.
apply. Oh, Mitch?
Actually,
Oh.
yes. I
Mitch?
heard he
There we
got
go.
out of a sewer all by himself.
He did.
He could do
Oh yeah,
anything.
he's real smart. I mean, I guess if a frog can make it, Tag could probably make it.
Well, that seemed like an unnecessary amount of shade directed towards my frog. He's a very
Oh, no,
talented frog.
I believe it. I'm just pointing out that like Tag is like he can be a mount and he can like carry things and he can make his way out of a sewer. So that just seems like a lot more useful than like Frog would be. So I'm just saying,
Sorry, a frog can get out
maybe-
of a sewer, and I'm pretty sure Gilgamesh could mount this frog. So, just saying.
Well,
Okay, Brave Gut, calm down a little. Remember, frogs do like shade.
That is true. All right, I'm sated.
well, maybe I ought to learn more about this pet guild.
Teal,
And
we can talk. I'll let you
yeah,
know.
that'd be great.
It's a
Oh,
lot
and
of
then
fun.
Kona and Tag could like hang out and become better friends.
Yeah, they could. Kinda wants to be friends with everybody.
Oh, Bex, can you believe this? Tag's gonna be like a real life tadpole.
And
A
I have question.
tagpole.
Don't like that.
Yeah,
Can they sign contracts? Because I'm very certain you can't make a deal with the Foresight Faction without signing a contract.
all right. So that's Sakura, and he kind of just he went off on his own a little bit, and none of us intercepted the contract
We didn't.
before.
He killed my construct
He killed your
and then
construct.
requested friendship.
Didn't you get my apology card? I thought I sent
Did you,
it.
did you
Sakura,
receive my card covered in my tears?
did you,
I did. That's why I sent the apology card. I didn't realize.
Oh,
it
I
was
did
so
not get an
precious.
apology card. I have not received an apology card.
Uh-oh, that mail courier.
Oh.
I discussed this with you over chat. So this is
It's
your
true.
own choice that you're making.
Listen,
I forgot.
I think we should all cancel whatever quests are coming up at this next guild meeting. We all need to focus in on finding this card.
that's probably
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be one of our jobs. It's
Actually,
just-
I did hand it to the intern. He's a little ditzy, and oh boy,
kill him.
if you didn't even get that card taken care of, I'm I also had them do a bunch of accounting. Oh, it's going to be a late night.
Oh, that's going to be a nightmare. Has anyone seen Pulb? I haven't seen Pulb a single time.
I've never seen him.
Look,
Ever in my
Goblin
entire life.
friends.
And Pjolb is the only representative of the Company of Honor. You've just been here. You've just been chilling.
Well, Pjolb has been outside. He's just kind of standing there because Tag is outside. And he's just kind of like, can you go that? No. Maybe the other? No.
Do you think
Tag's
maybe-
just standing, like, he'll, like, Tag's just, like, munching on some grass, and he'll occasionally pick his head up and look at Pjolb and then go back down to eating. And he's standing just, like, right in front of the gates.
Yeah,
Hey,
this-
Pjolb, get over here. Stop horsing around.
So
Oh, I see what you did there.
that was rude.
Margot will
Did
run
what?
over and go get Pjolb.
Thank you, Margot.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Tag is super sweet. And I forgot to mention, but Margot's been holding this thing of flowers and she'll give Pjolb a flower. By the way, thank you so much for that cotton candy you gave me. I just thought I could give you something too. But yeah, let's come on in. Join this
Yes.
interesting conversation that's been going on for quite some time.
What? I'm excited.
Oh, I had a gift for you as well.
Oh,
It has been. Look, I will say, Pjolb, if I can.
Yeah?
The biggest problem with food in Absalom is that nobody appreciates slugs. They're wonderful. It's one.
Yeah.
I never get to cook slug. I never get to eat slug. And your gift of chocolate-shaped slugs and slug-covered chocolates and all those. It was wonderful. It brought me right back to my childhood. So what I've made you is a slug terrine, and I
What?
give a lovely slug terrine over. I say, there
Oh
you
my
are.
gosh.
I spent all morning on it. I hope you'll enjoy it. It's. I don't often agree with goblin cuisine. It doesn't sit well with me, but slugs is the one thing that you're wonderful at. So I appreciated your present, and here you are.
Well, thank you so much, Brave Gut. I'll make sure
Eat it
that.
now.
I'll say, Snot had a personal hand in making the chocolate shaped slugs.
Oh,
So-
I
Wonderful.
ate
Please
one.
pass it on. Pass it on to the rest of your group of goblin friends.
Wait.
yeah.
When you say that Snot had a personal hand, are you saying that there were fingernail clippings from Snot's hand in the slug shaped as chocolate?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
That's that special, unique goblin touch.
That sounds like
Oh.
some good seasoning.
Yeah.
Have you ever cooked before?
Texture.
A little texture. Yeah.
Oh, I ate one of those.
Did you? How was it?
Well, I was wondering what the bit of crunch was.
Yeah, absolutely.
It chewed
Snot really puts
forever
everything.
and then also poked the roof of my mouth. So that's the description I have for you.
Oh, are you okay?
Emotionally, no.
Physically, no.
Well,
Oh,
just think of it this way, Midge. You ate the fingernail clippings of a proper rock star because Snot was performing up on stage with X at his concert, and everyone loved her dancing.
Would
So
you eat
she's, like,
X's
famous.
fingernails?
Don't ask her that.
That's a really weird question.
Well, that's what you were just saying that's the way I should think about it.
Well, I was just trying to help you feel
Well,
better.
Theo,
Sorry.
if you want some too, I can ask
Midge, it was
Snot.
It was clearly just a conversational transition. How'd
Oh.
the concert go?
Oh, it was fine. I was just trying to make Midge feel better. But
Oh, he's
I
only
know
fine?
people aren't really friends with me in this competition, so I should try to remember that.
No, look, don't let Gilgamesh get to you. Everybody else is your friend.
I mean, I can send you the paperwork if you want.
No,
I have plenty more
Sakura,
copies.
Sakura. We
I
want-
need contracts to make friends.
No.
It's not
I'm gonna go hang
real
out with
You
Jay
don't
friendship.
need
for a
them,
while.
they just help.
Teal. Ryan's gonna budge Sakura out of the way. We're gonna work on that with him. We'll cancel the contract with the Powder Pact in as so much as
Well, I
we'd
guess
still
we're not
like
friends
to
then.
know. We'd still
Dare
like to
you
remain
interfere with our
friends.
ineffable bonds?
Ineffable?
Yes.
Well,
That's a
I think
terrible
by
word.
writing them down, they
contract, ineffable
when you wrote them down,
bonds.
they became very clearly effable. If they were inevitable, you wouldn't have been able to write them.
Well, I can count on my team. I know they're my friends, right? She looks at X and Margot.
Margot yells, "You got that right, Teal!" Just from across the way.
I thought
We might be teammates who are obligated to be in this competition together, but I think we're real, true friends.
Sure.
We even have a symbol.
What is that? What is this?
It's our team
Is this a ram?
symbol.
Is this a
But
ram?
I don't have enough fingers to do that. How
Well,
can
I don't know. Margot, X, you guys kind of came up with it. You explain it. I don't really get it, but it's cool, right?
It looks like horns. Are you making fun of kobolds with that?
Oh,
You know,
no.
we don't need their approval for it to be cool. We already know it's cool. But no, Midge, we are not. I think you just have a
relief.
tendency, Midge, to take everything a little bit too personally. So maybe
She
just
does.
shelve those emotions
All
for
right.
like right now. Please have a flower. And she'll like hand you a flower. But X is the one that really started it all. So I think if he wants to explain it, then he can, or if he wants to keep the mystique over what is our gold blood symbol, then he can.
It was just a moment. It's one of those moments of inspiration. That's all it was.
Were there like
Absolutely.
lights and sounds and music?
Needs no explanation.
Sure.
In fact,
Ryden,
Speaking of,
you
go
can
ahead.
you can change it a little bit, and it's a little fox face now.
Look at that.
I was just thinking they look a lot like
I think
monsters.
the Pet Guild actually already has a claim on that.
But,
I'm not
well,
mistaken.
I'm Cohen's part of it, so it works
Yeah,
out,
so-
doesn't it?
There you go.
Pet guild, pet guild.
Is this going to
I'm
be
a
like the
tadpole.
voting symbol now for Foresight Faction when it's time to vote?
Listen, it could be. It could be.
I vote we all get Snapchat filters that just turn our faces into fox faces, and then that's it. That's the whole pitch.
That's the whole pitch.
You
Incredible.
know, that could do it.
Listen, but Teal and the rest of the Goldbloods, I thought we did really well on the job with the giant Dante problem. We don't have to talk about the results of that, but I had fun with you and Margot.
Did get 2 more signatures, and I got to meet Wizwazar and Dura in person. So I would say
That-
it was successful.
That was neat.
And I got to go to a really cool party. So, I mean, that was pretty awesome too.
See? Friends.
Speaking of signatures and Teal having friends, Tori, why don't you tell us?
Friends.
Why don't you
Yeah.
give us a zoom out explanation of Teal's downtime? Because
Well, I'm going to explain it to my teammates. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
So this will be. Oh, that reminds me, X Margot. I need to tell you guys something real important about the next set of jobs. So can we come over here real quick?
Totes, let's go.
Okay, so first of all, I think it would be best if maybe we didn't tell the Company of Honor because I've been asked not to. So maybe we could revisit that if we feel differently, but let's just start off with that, okay? So, I really want to complete my signature collection of, all the past competitors and stuff, and I've gotten 4. And anyway, I heard of a way that I could find Otis, the inspector, the Shoonie. He's
The one that
well,
like,
I guess
turns
now he's
super
a
evil?
human. Well, I mean, he was a competitor though before that, and Arena, she also, yeah. I mean, I guess
Super
she did
evil?
also was evil too. But my point is, I just wanted their signatures, so I heard of a way I could find them. So I tracked down Inspector Otis, and I went and I actually got to talk to him, you guys. I went right into his office, and I was sitting across the desk from him, and he was grilling me with that that coolie steel glare, like he's trying to intimidate me and stuff. And it felt so amazing. Anyway, I asked him for the signature, and I also thought, well, he's an inspector, and also he's got like his own crime syndicate. Maybe he knows about the crime syndicate we're after, right? The Red Diamonds. You guys follow me so far?
I got you.
Yes.
One after another. Yeah.
Yeah. So I asked him about the Red Diamonds, and I also asked him for a signature. And he made me a deal because he doesn't work for free, he told me. He said that okay, well, let me tell you first what he's going to give to us because that's the better part. So he said that he would help us find the red diamonds, and we could use his whole network if we want to, the gray wasps, and they'd help us find stuff. And he'd also get me his signature and arenas, which I didn't think I'd be able to get. And all we have to do is get him a red diamond ring. It's real simple. That's all.
This is, yeah. I mean, what could be the drawbacks? Let's do it. Teal,
Well,
awesome.
Well,
Right.
yeah, totally. I'm with you. The one other thing that like also we should keep in mind is that he said like the ring still needs to be attached to the finger, so we can't like remove it from the wearer's finger. That's all. It's super easy though.
So he wants you to cut off someone's finger and bring it to him.
Well, see,
Or
I was thinking about that, and he didn't say that that's what I had to do. He just said that it was important that the ring was still on the finger. So I'm thinking maybe we just take someone in to see Otis, because then they'll still be wearing the ring.
Okay. Teal, I just have a small request. I will like follow you to the ends of the earth and all that great stuff. And I just think you're super fresh. But the next time you decide to go to some like scary crime syndicate hideout and talk to the bosses of it all, will you please take someone with you? Because that was extremely irresponsible. And both me and X have like a pretty good read on people, and you are just amazing. But I think you just trust people a little too much. And so when we do this, and we will do this, will you please not go alone? Because I don't know that I trust them to really follow through what they're saying right now.
Oh, well, don't worry. I mean, Tag was with me, so I wasn't totally alone.
That is not the same thing, but I love the optimism that you have with your relationship with Tag. But yes, can we please just go together next time?
Yeah, I'll take you. Honestly, I didn't know he was going to strike some deal. I was just going for signatures and hopefully some helpful information. But yeah, I mean, that's why I'm telling you now, because I didn't want to keep you in the dark or anything. We're a team. So
no, absolutely. X, I think we can get this done, right?
Yeah, so X is actually has turned pale at this point as a master lootist, and carrying the digits being a very important part to his ethos has kind of been a little sick at even at this conversation. He's like, I think I need to go find a place to sit down for a minute.
Oh.
And he'll excuse himself. Good work, Teal.
He'll be okay. It'll
Margot,
be okay.
did I mess up? I thought I was giving us an advantage, and I mean, the Red Diamonds aren't good guys anyway. I figured it was pretty high chances they might be coming at us to fight anyway.
I mean, you're not wrong. I think it's a little dark. And I think if you have to look at it from like X's perspective, he needs all 10 of his fingers, right? And so maybe that
we're
person...
not cutting off X's finger. Of course
right.
not.
But who knows? What if that other red diamond also needs all 10 of their fingers? Most of us do. And not all of us have 10 fingers to begin with. So, I mean, you got to think about that sometimes too. But we'll figure it out. We'll make this the least grisly way of going about this. And it'll be super great. And we'll get your signatures. And
I
we'll
hope
never
you
talk to
know
them
I'm
again.
not in this for cold-blooded murder. Although Gilgamesh thinks I'm a murderer. Maybe, Margot, am I a murderer?
No, Gilgamesh thinks everyone is a murderer. I think there's a lot going on with him, but I hear that if you like send him a plushie or maybe some candy, that might bring him out of it.
X did tell me that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I promise I wasn't trying to do nothing wrong.
Your heart was in the right place.
I'll definitely talk to you guys more in the future, and we'll do it together. We'll figure out a way to do this that works for everybody.
Absolutely. And I agree that we should not be telling Company of Honor. This is not very honorable.
I think they'd have a problem with us working with the Gray Wasps or whatever, but
maybe just a thought.
All right. Well, we'll play it cool when we go back, like nothing happened. And maybe you could give X, I know, I'll ask Bravegut if he can give X some snacks. Maybe that'll help him feel better.
Yep, that'll definitely wake him up. It'll distract him away from what he's currently feeling, that's for sure.
Did anybody else see, like, when Tori said Irina, that Katie's face just went from happy riding right into evil Irina? I saw it. It was great. Speaking of Katie, chat would like to know a character fact about Kona.
Kona. Kona's been with Raiden for so many years. He doesn't even know how many, because Raiden can't keep track of time at all. Kona and Raiden were on a job, and Kona is the default lookout for Raiden as he's going about his studying of creatures that he's either summoned or are just out there. And he was studying something a little too dangerous. And Kona, being the lookout, kind of took care of it, but the tussle bumped into Raiden, and it might have been Kona's fault that Raiden only has part of an ear now. But Raiden forgave Kona, obviously.
Wonderful. And a more obvious fact, in case anybody hasn't kept up on our rotating class description, but Kona is Raiden's Eidolon.
Yes.
As Raiden is a summoner. Very good. All right, so you guys are chatting and discussing. Goldbloods are huddled over in a group talking about secret business. And you guys hear a voice clear from across the arena, and you can see a small little gnome gentleman carrying an armful of scrolls walking towards all of you. This is Lord Fizzix, your alliance leader. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to our second briefing of this competition. It sounds like you've all been doing well. Everyone is still alive. No backstabbing dark betrayals. So I would say things are going pretty good so far. Is everyone feeling all right?
So good.
Very good. Oh, Margot, I hear your sister got into some notable, what was it, the Fencrook School of Natural Medicine. Is that right?
She did, and we're so proud of her. So proud of her. She just left to go to her semester. Thank you for bringing that up. I love that we have a chance to celebrate Mavis, because there's been a lot of celebration of me and the Goldbloods, and so it's time to spotlight her for sure. Yes.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Family of the Goldbloods are Goldbloods as well, of course. Very good. Glad to hear it. Well, any other exciting news for anyone else before we get started? No? Bravegut, no new stars for you?
No, not yet. I'm working on it.
Did you bring refreshments?
I did bring refreshments for everybody here. There a bunch of well, I don't know, food. Yeah, some food. Have that. There you go.
Oh, here, X, I'll grab you some. That'll help you feel better, maybe.
He
Hopefully.
rubs his hands together. I was hoping that you would bring them. And of course, I will compensate for the Alliance these refreshments anytime you'd like to bring them to one of these briefings.
Well, yes. Look, it's a whole smorgasbord for everybody. Make your own sandwiches.
Margot's gonna wait and see if anyone has weird reactions to the food like they did last time before taking a sample.
No, there's no eclair roulette like last time. This is all normal sandwich ingredients.
I think I'll pass anyways. Thank you, though. It smells very delicious.
Can I take
Are
yours?
you sure?
Take some.
Yes, there we are. Look, Sokrat, there's a plate of fried worms specifically for you.
Look at that.
Oh, well, it turns out, I'm on a diet, and worms are just so fattening.
I studied it specifically for this. I read a whole book called How to Eat Fried Worms.
Oh, you are such a good friend.
And I think as Bravegut's friend, you're contractually obligated to continue this friendship by not offending Bravegut and eating the food.
Now, that was true moments ago, but you did void that contract.
I tried, and there was a big uproar about it. So.
Sure, now all of a sudden you're on board with my paperwork.
Well,
sure, okay, Raiden.
Look,
it's okay.
We don't want to
begrudgingly eat the worms.
And we don't want to take too long, because I'm pretty sure Fizzix was about to announce the introduction of the Pet Guild into this competition, so we should let him get back to it.
We should.
He turns back towards all of you. It's just a massive plate of food already, as you guys have been disagreeing. Oh, no, there will be no more guilds entering as of right now.
No.
We have piles of applications, though.
Put that one at the top.
It doesn't sound familiar, but I will look into it. Anyways, now let's get started. We'll start with the Company of Honor. Piob, looks like you're representing the guild this evening.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry, Snot and Chichki aren't here.
That's okay. We only need one of you. but I appreciate your attendance. I hope all is well with them. Tell them I say hello.
Yeah, I will. They're both, they're doing some really cool projects with not having shown off how charismatic she is with her performances. They're doing a brand new program. It's called Say Yes to the Mess, and she's starring in it. And unfortunately, Chichki can't be here because, he's training for Galarian Ninja Warrior.
Oh yeah, of course, absolutely. Both very reputable programs.
Yeah.
Oh, good for them. As long as they're still focused when their jobs arrive, then
Absolutely.
power to them. Very good. Well, last I heard on a report from your job, you rescued some folks who were being taken captive. Is that correct?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes. Quite dark business by the sound of it. They were being forced to pit against one another in combat. Those who were cheating or refused to fight were killed and sacrificed in some sort of dark ritual.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to get to the bottom of it.
Yes, that you are. In fact, that is going to be your next assignment. We don't want to pull you elsewhere. This seems rather important. You returned a missive to us that you brought back from that investigation. Seems as if they were, this cult, if they are indeed a cult, was planning on investigating in one of two locations, or I suppose gathering, initiating. It's quite unclear.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like one was going over to the Shackles. The other was heading to Kathir. Now, the one in the Shackles was stating that they were for people who were competent at casting. Perhaps the cultists?
Yeah. Well, we'll take care of that.
Very good. Well, is that where you plan on heading out? Last I heard your discussion, you're planning on heading to the Shackles.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got it all mixed up.
No worries.
Yeah. Well, whichever one, honestly, with how brave Snotnot has been, I mean, she's geared and ready to go for whichever one is the harder one.
Absolutely. Well, the Shackles is a dangerous place, so I would imagine that. And if you're looking for sketchy cult activity, it might be a good place to start. Why don't we send you out there with your guild? And last I heard you were planning on bringing the Goldbloods with you on this one. Is that right?
Yep, absolutely. They've been very valuable allies, and I gotta say, it'll be my first time working with X eventually. So I'm just excited. I'm hoping.
I'm
We're
glad
gonna
you're
have
getting
so
on
much
well.
fun.
Hey, maybe we can work into the Snotnot routines too. I mean, she and I have been doing this gig together. The crowd's been crazy.
Really? Oh,
I've
I'm
also
so
been
excited.
I've also been practicing the tambourine like you taught me, X. So can I get in on some of that action? Would that be okay?
While we're heading out there, we'll do some practice. So this is gonna be great.
X, maybe I could help sing sometime.
Yeah, X.
It's like in the backup, like a backup singer.
Yeah, why not?
Well, if you're planning on heading to the Shackles, perhaps practice your sea shanties. That seems like it should be rather on theme. Anyhow, we would like you to go investigate any sort of cult activity that may be happening there. See if you can find out what happened to these people. It sounds as if some were shipped away. They were promised freedom if they won, but it sounds like they were not given the freedom and instead shipped off somewhere. The Shackles seems as good of a lead as any. We'll send some other Alliance members to Kathir to see if we can find out anything there.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Much appreciated, and good work. Expected from the Company of Honor, keeping the innocent safe.
Yeah.
Well then, with that one out of the way, I believe next we have the Foresight Faction. Now, Foresight Faction, your job turned into quite a catastrophe, didn't? Not so much from your fault, just unexpected events.
Yeah.
Now, would you like to recount the terrible events that happened there? Some sort of catastrophic beast? The name is Dante?
Yeah, Dante was this big, and now he's really big. And maybe...
He indeed just burrowed into the ground.
Yeah.
Well, since Company of Honor is going to be tying up the Gold Bloods, we'll be putting the powder pact on this one with you.
Wonderful.
Luckily, it looks like you ran into Dora and Wiz,
You did?
the prior winners of this competition. I'm glad they were there for some assistance. It sounded like it got quite dangerous. Now, they brought an old ally, Nyx. I don't know if you're familiar with Nyx. He is a beastkin druid.
Yeah, he
You
was
ran
a
into
lovely
them.
gentleman.
Indeed. He is not familiar with modern society so much, though. He was keeping this power safe before Themis took it, so he's quite knowledgeable on this matter. Now, he says that he knows a couple of spirits that may be able to help. According to him, if we want to combat Dante, if he does show up again, which we should probably plan on given he was large enough to raise a city, burrowed into the ground, we should look into this sooner rather than later. So, he's saying that the best chance we have is if we can take this power away from Dante, potentially weakening him. So, we want you to go follow up on a couple of these leads that he has. One, he's saying that there is a great gold dragon that he knows personally. May be able to help you get blessed by a fire spirit, which may be a step into getting into a shrine that his tribe used to guard, which may have a solution. If you don't want to meet with the dragon, he also knows of a naiad queen in the middle of a great lake. I don't know which one of these piques your interest.
Mitch?
A dragon. Mitch is just right at your elbow, eyes huge, staring at you. It's a dragon.
Yeah, I heard. I was talking to somebody. There's an older gentleman. Said that there was a dragon in the mountains. Yeah. Do you like dragons, Mitch?
So I'm a descendant of a dragon, a red dragon, but I would love a chance to meet a gold dragon. I've never actually met one face to face before, and it would I would basically turn into teal. It would be wonderful.
You would turn.
You know how Teal is so passionate about people of the previous conference? This me with dragons. Please.
Sure.
The dragon job would just be
If
incredible.
it's anything like that, you should definitely pick the dragon
That's
job.
what I'm saying.
I'm sorry. Are we being dragged along to fight some kind of eldritch monstrosity? How large is this creature?
No. Dragons, they're intelligent, right?
Oh no, the dragon I'm fine with. It's this underlying background threat of some kind of
Dante. Yeah.
No.
Yes. How big are we talking here?
Like
a kaiju.
Big. Okay, a kaiju, probably.
Oh, a
Kaijus
kaiju
do
makes
exist
sense.
in
Thank you.
Galarion,
Yeah.
so...
So I'm
Checks out.
fighting a kaiju. Did you make it this big?
No, I didn't.
You were there when it was made that big, though.
Yeah, but I didn't do it. It was cool.
Okay.
I mean, right? You were there, and
Evelyn
Were you
was
supposed
there.
to stop
the only one that
it?
was there here.
So we tried, but so there was
What
this whole
happened?
thing. Well, Teal, she sorry, Teal, she kind of alerted a few people, and
I mean, it wasn't my fault that she fed the power
Well,
to
I
Dante and he
didn't say-
grew to a million times the size.
kind of sped up the process.
Now, yes, indeed. There's no finger pointing needing to be had. It was indeed an unseen side effect of a power transfer from Arbor to
But
Themis.
the point
If anybody is to blame, it is her for stealing the power in the first place.
is that point being, Bravegut, I don't think we're quite ready to fight Dante. So if you go, then you probably won't fight Dante.
Okay. Well, look, I'm happy to come with you, and I'm happy to go investigate a dragon. Just wanted to make sure. Also, are we worried? Like, is this something I should tell
No.
my family about? Like,
No.
are we worried this thing's going to destroy the city or something?
Not me.
Or is it sort of just chilling for a
It-
while?
Well,
It is quite a threat to all of Galarion until it's dealt with.
but it's kind
yeah,
of cool.
yeah. Our office is still dealing with the insurance claims coming in from the
All
party.
right. Well, look, I
Full
understand
stop,
maybe you don't want to cause a public panic, but just give me a heads up if it's on its way here.
Oh yeah.
I've got people I need to get out of the city.
Oh yeah.
You should have nothing to worry about. Foresight Faction are experts in public crisis.
Yes, you do have good foresight, so just let me know.
Yeah,
Indeed.
it is in our title. Yeah, it's it.
I mean,
I'm sorry to interrupt as well, but
Your
there's
house
a
is insured,
rabbit
right?
shouting for a fact about Pyob out front.
Hey, you better go up front.
Yeah, Pio.
All right. And Piob will step over to the door and just kind of peek out still kind of afraid that Tag is going to be out there. And then he'll see this this black rabbit standing on its hindquarters, and he'll be like,
I know
"So,
this guy.
I heard that you needed some information. Well, I'll tell you that I think I've figured out. I'm working on it. I think I figured out what's going on with Gilgamesh, and I'm gonna cure him."
Mitch's face is priceless.
His face is like, what the F does that mean?
Very good.
Somebody grab the screenshot so that we have a before to compare with the after once Pilab's done.
Oh, Piab is actually speaking to the rabbit. Anyways, well, let's continue onwards then. Speaking to the dragon then. I'll make sure I inform Nyx, and we'll be meeting with him, and he will hopefully be guiding you to this location safely. He has been a trustworthy source so far.
Yeah, Soccer and Evelyn will do great with Midge, who are you? Bravegut? Midge and Bravegut?
Yes.
Yeah, look, I'll come
Bravegut.
along.
Right, there you go. I did find out that I think the dragon's name is Frevina. So, do with that what you'd like.
Very good.
And I
Interesting.
did spend some time talking with some of the higher ups at Skateholm about, you know, the giant hell monster that may or may not be threatening the everything. And they did suggest that they might be offering some help. So maybe we might have something to look forward to with that.
Well, I'm not sure what an insurance agency can do. I mean, they're reputable, but
We have
we'll see.
means.
I suppose they did produce.
We did get your house replaced after that one incident.
Very true, and it was very much appreciated. Very good. Well then.
Oh, I have a question for you, Fizzix.
Oh,
More of a
yes.
statement. There's the rabbit is screaming. Oh, not the rabbit. There's a person screaming for you outside. They need something from you?
It's probably somebody who
You should just open the window at this
my
point.
personal life again. There's no windows. We're in the arena.
Oh, I was
It's literally
sorely
one big open
mistaken of
window.
where we are.
Yeah, a fact about Lord Fizzix. Lord Fizzix, in the previous 2 seasons of this series, has been the Master of Coin, and has just recently taken over as the Guild Master, or not even the Guild Master, the Alliance Master, rather, this season. Now, Lord Fizzix does not talk about it very publicly because he doesn't want any bias going on, but he was a previous member of the Foresight Faction, and he's an incredibly powerful spellcaster of the wizard class.
What?
So there's a
That
little
was a
physics
bunch of
fact.
facts.
Yeah, just a little snippet of physics backstory.
Okay.
There you go.
That's cool.
Now let's take a step away from business for a moment, and let's talk about what we have coming up in the arena. I've been quite enjoying watching these matches. You've all been performing very well. Now, this next match we have coming up, we're calling Rotating Strikers. This one should be very exciting. We have teams of 2 versus another team of 2, but what's interesting about this is the teams will be randomized. Every time one of you is forced to use the Vitality Circle and mist yourselves back to safety, the teams will be shuffling. The game is simple. Every time you force an opponent to mist using the Vitality Circle, you will score 2 points. There will also be some constructs around for you to defeat. Defeating a construct will also score you points. There will, of course, be chances to earn bonus treasure, and if you are forced to miss by a construct, you will also lose a point. So, this is all about forcing each other to use Vitality Stones and working flexibly with various allies. Foresight Faction, who will you be sending to this arena?
Well, Evelyn and I have gone to the arena, and Raiden, we were talking, and we figured it was such a good experience that you and Kona might really get a lot out of it.
He looks over at Kona.
By the way, I already filed the paperwork.
You
So
what?
This is just a formality.
Kona, I guess we're gonna go to an arena.
Yeah, I'll be very excited to see how you perform in combat like that, Raiden. Very good. Powder Pact, who will you be sending?
Well, look, I mean, if we're off, I mean, I don't know if we'll be able to get back from this dragon cave quick enough. Gilgamesh, are you happy to murder some people in an arena? I think you might be.
Yes, I learned a lot from my last engagement with the others. I have buried my heart, and this time I will show no mercy.
Yes, worrisome but effective.
Do I have to go?
Listen,
Very good.
I know how to get some extra points from the crowd. Here's what you do. You just wait. When someone's on low health, you wait until they try and hit you, and you dodge out of the way. And then just as you kill them, you say, "You missed." And then you missed them, and it's a whole big thing. It's like a pun, and the crowd will go wild and will win heaps of extra renown. Just try that every time.
I like
every
that very
time you
much.
kill someone.
Well, you want me
Yes.
to miss someone by beating their skin
You-
to a pulp?
I want them to miss you, and then you say you missed, and then you missed them, and then they die.
It's like
And you
a
get points.
3 play on the word. Yes.
Yes.
Except, of course,
Don't
they
tell
don't
anybody.
die, as our vitality stone is very powerful and convenient.
I am of the school that says that everybody dies, and then the mist is actually just a clone of them with their same memories who goes on and lives the rest of their life. But
Is
I
that
think that they
true?
do die. Yes, I think you die when you get misted,
The
and then
science
a
of that
magical
does
clone
not-
is summoned
true?
in your place.
No, the science of that doesn't check out. It's completely
No,
safe.
look,
we assure
there's
you.
no way of knowing because it would have the same memories as the person before. It thinks it's the real person, but actually it was born in that moment. That's
I'll
why I
have
didn't
the-
turn against anybody in the last arena.
I'll have the Foresight Faction investigate into it just for peace of mind, but I assure you it should be fine.
Oh, of course.
You said
Sure,
should.
just don't.
You said
Uh,
should be
I
fine.
feel 100% confident that everything is
Doesn't
fine with
matter
the
if it's
vitality
not
stone.
fine because you just basically carry on anyways.
Right.
Yeah,
he's
look,
gonna
you
go
won't
know.
into
You
coma.
won't know.
You'll just be dead.
I-
And the version of you that exists won't know that it's a clone. So everything
Exactly.
emotionally you'll
Kona
be
might
fine.
know. He's
Don't
just
be
gonna
so
go,
scared.
Don't
Clutch
worry,
Kona.
Raiden. Like it's true that no vitality stone is 100% effective, but we took out a very good insurance policy on you, so it will be fine.
I have personally used the vitality stone for testing, and I am just fine, I assure you.
Well, that's what you think.
You
I'll
wouldn't
send
really
flowers
know.
to your widow.
That's interesting.
There's too many pretty shores here to be really comfortable. I want.
There's
Positives.
also an equal amount of doesn't matters, so you should feel comfortable.
I agree
Besides-
with Mitch.
Mm.
Moving on, Pyob, who will the company of honor be sending to the arena?
Yeah, well,
Well,
since Chichki is going on Galarian Ninja Warrior, we figured it would be good to let him show off his talents a bit. Oh, and Pyob, before Fizzix addressed him, was chatting off with a bipedal unicorn, and he was saying to him, "So if you watch through a recording staff, that on the latest episode of the Trash Lorette, I'm on it."
Wonderful. Pyob's just over there having all kinds of random conversations.
Yeah.
Very good. That'll be good reputation for Chichki. Very good. Now that just leaves the Goldbloods. Who will you be sending to this arena?
Margot's gonna look at Teal. I know we talked about you going. You're looking less certain right now. Do you want to talk about this?
Well, I mean, now I've just got it all in my head that maybe I'm gonna die, and then a copy of me is gonna come back, and then maybe things will be different. But then, will it matter if I die and if it's just a copy? I'm real twisted up about all this.
That is fair. I will tell you though that I died twice while in the arena. It wasn't
Oh
very.
my gosh, Margot, are you still Margot?
Here's the thing, Margot will always be Margot. And so regardless, like original OG Margot or clone or whatever Brave Gut thinks is going on from whatever fumes he's sniffing from his kitchen, I'm great. I'm excellent regardless. So you're going to be
Okay.
Teal regardless. Okay. Clone Teal, original Teal, you're going to be freaking amazing. So I think
if you two think that it's a good idea, then then I'll go.
I think you'll be fine. The only thing I want you to watch out for is, and she kind of like just points to Gilgamesh, like, Jess, he got to me, and that was the least fun I've ever had in my life. And so it kind of straight up sucked. But just avoid him, unless you're on the same team, I guess. But just avoid him, and I think you'll be totes fine.
That's all right. I think it'll be fine, right, X? I mean,
Yeah, you got this. Teal.
I think, and that dog in the background, she thinks it'll be fine too. So I think it's good, and I'm not worried about Gilgamesh. She'll kind of lean in close to you guys. I think I can take him.
And dog was talking
absolutely.
to Pjol, but I agree, it will be fine.
And you say
Besides-
that's dog. That's a captain of the pet guild, I'll have you know.
Hey!
Boomer is captain of the pet guild. She's
makes
the
sense.
original founding member.
Kona's got a little tube on him. It's got a unicorn on it, and there's a note inside. Oh, it's that bipedal one that Pjol was talking to. Looks like he wants information on me, and Mitch, and Teal. This is getting creepy.
I
Well,
wouldn't
Ryden,
acquiesce to
you read the
request.
message, so why don't you answer it first?
Oh, well, so, no, you go, Teal.
All right, but I'm gonna write it down because maybe it's like personal and I don't want everybody to know. So she'll take the message and like go off kind of into a corner,
Ryden's like,
hunched over, scribbling closely. She says, "Dear bipedal unicorn, to whom it may concern, this is Teal Tinbrook. It's really nice to meet you. I heard you wanted some information about me, so here's a secret I ever told anybody ever before. I just feel like I can trust you, so I hope that's true. I have the biggest crush on X, and I have never felt like this before. I've never met anyone like him, and I've never, ever had a crush on anyone until now. But I don't want to mess things up for our team, and I don't want to make him feel weird. And also, he's been kind of acting weird since he came to my house, so maybe I'm thinking, might not work out. But I'm glad I could finally tell someone. It just feels so good to get it off my chest. It's out in the open, but not too in the open because I don't want everybody to know. Yours truly, Teal Tinbrook." And I'll put a little heart over the I in Tinbrook.
Fantastic. What about Pjolb? We had one for Pjolb, right?
No, it's
No,
Midge
it's,
now. Pjol
Midge.
talked about his. Midge.
Right,
Who do
right.
you have a crush on, Midge?
What?
We're dishing now.
All right. Once Teal is done with writing the letter, can I just add on to it? I'll just write on the back. Look, I promise.
Do you swear? Cross your
Oh
heart.
yes, pinky promise. I cross my heart
Okay.
and then do a pinky promise.
She'll do both. She
Look it
looks
with the
very
thumb.
serious. She's on top of the pinky promise.
Oh yes.
All right, I trust you.
Okay. As Midge is like walking away, she mutters to herself, "I wonder if Teal knows that I'm a rogue." She'll sit down and she'll write like this long flowing backstory. It takes way too long about the small town that she grew up in and how her kobold family didn't have a lot, and about how she hopes that through this competition she's going to be able to add more syllables to her name, because kobolds, their name grows. They add a syllable per amazing event that they do. So she doesn't know what syllable she's going to add on, but she hopes to have 3 or 4 more syllables added onto her name by the end of this competition. And she's looking for this glory.
Midge. Is that in chat? Very good.
Incredible.
A lot of syllables.
But Midge will not look at the back of the letter, but that they'll fold it up in a very complicated way and then dunk it in wax, so no one else can look at this.
Not even the unicorn who it was supposed
Well,
to go to.
Unicorn's gonna
The unicorn
struggle,
has
that's for sure.
magic powers.
Did
We
you
all
Yeah.
know that.
Put it back in the slot. And then
No.
Connor can go deliver it.
Just
Well-
egg it over the walls.
That was so aggressive.
I'm going to handle it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And what
And-
about for
It's
Raiden?
fine. Fizzix, do you have another piece of paper? This one seems to have wax. all
I'm
over
literally
it.
holding an armful of scrolls.
I'm just gonna take. Thank you.
Oh, not that one. That's a fireball scroll. Ah! We're all dead.
Raiden will write down, dear unicorn, I think these are the list of things that I've been working on summoning. I have no idea what they do, but I'm ready to find out. If you have any information on these fey creatures, please send help. Yours, Raiden.
Very good. Is there any particular fey creatures?
Probably.
Perhaps a pugwampy?
A Pugwampy. I love the name. I have no idea what a Pugwampy does.
Fantastic. Very good. Well, now that we're all done writing letters to that bipedal unicorn over there, let's continue on with business, shall we? Now, Goldbloods, let's talk about your job. You went to go try to save our dear friend Usad Utho. We thought it was perhaps just an overreaction, but it turns out he has indeed been captured. Our biggest lead that we have at this moment is that it's by some sort of group called the Red Diamonds. Sounds like you've gathered some information on your own, is that right?
Yeah.
Very good. Now, Usad had left a couple of scratchings in a rock, both ending in a question mark. At least we believe it was Usad. That's our best guess. You found them scratched into stone in the cave where his death was faked. One said Galt, one said Magnamar. Now, Galt is quite a broad region. Magnamar's a bit more specific, though it sounds like we may have some leads in Galt that you've turned up on your own.
Yeah.
We'd
Go
been-
ahead, X.
We'd been thinking about Magnamar, but hey Teal, you think these gray wasps could narrow things down?
I didn't
Oh,
remember.
oh yeah. I didn't say that too loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm. Shh.
Yeah. The bugs. We
There's
heard
some
it
bu-
from
we
the
heard some
bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like a little bird told you.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
a
But
metaphor.
these are
It's a
bugs.
metaphor where I come from. Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
I've heard it before, yes.
Yeah. So we
Very
heard
well.
from some bugs that that maybe we should go to Galt because there's a high-ranking member of the Red Diamonds there, a jeweler. So
Jeweler, interesting.
we think we're going to try to track him down and see what that's all about.
All right, very well. Well, we'll trust your informant. I hope that they are well sourced. Any matter,
Oh, I
it sounds
think
like
he
you-
knows lots of stuff. I mean, the bugs, they know lots of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I
All
see.
the bugs.
Well, it sounds like you've decided to take the company of honor with you on this one. Is that right?
Yeah, they seem like such good friends.
Very well then. So, doubling up with company in honor and Goldbloods. Now, I'm curious, any sort of tactical decision to that, or just friendly?
Well, I mean, if you look at how the Foresight Faction and the Powder Pact have been talking, they seem to be guild besties, so we want guild besties too. And why not the Company of Honor? They are so fun. That's my
Indeed.
tactic.
Quite interesting. I always
Plus-
love seeing the theory behind who you choose.
Y'all helped me get my armor commission to get a new rune on it. He was so helpful. And I don't know if everyone else on all the other teams likes me all that much, but Pjolb's always been real nice. And so I thought maybe I could try fresh with the Company of Honor to make some more friends.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
Teal, you've got a friend in me. And Pjolb will jump up to try to high five Teal.
She will high five you to the best of her ability. which
Right.
she's not dexterous, but she is strong. So maybe she kind of bowls you over a little bit on accident.
Gold
To be
flies
fair,
into the
she'll-
stands.
Teal,
Oh, dear.
Teal will low five you when you try to high five her.
That's true.
Just to be sure.
Very good. Well, then it sounds like Company of Honor, you'll be joining the Gold Bloods, investigating to these red diamonds in Galt. I hope your sources are accurate. Best of luck. We need to find our dear old friend Usad. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Now that just leaves Powder Pact. And I believe that leaves you with the Foresight Faction for your assignment. Now, you did win this competition and won the favor of Arkfeld. Or at least I should say, you came second to the competition, which still gained you a place to get in on this agreement with this new sort of star medal. Now, it sounds like you got in with the Queen's good side, as she has allowed you to take first pick on what you would like to do for the first steps of this discovery. Unfortunately, we have found out that it sounds like this discovered star medal is possibly just on the border, or maybe even just across the borders of Numeria. You may have been a bit more hesitant to get involved if we thought there was a potential turf war brewing with it. But they're concerned that there's a particular Numerian warlord that's going to have issues with them investigating and mining in Numeria. So, one group is going to be trying to barter and diplomatize with this Numerian warlord, and the others are going to start taking a peek around in these ruins, seeing if it's actually even worth it to make an agreement if one needs to be made. So, would you like to be the group that is bartering with the warlord, or would you like to start exploring the ruins?
Well, look, I know that we're not necessarily the most persuasive bunch of people. I believe we'll be taking Gilgamesh with us on this mission, and I don't know if Gilgamesh and the warlord is really a good path forward for peaceful resolution of conflict. But, you know, we have our own skills and our own talents, Gilgamesh especially, and I think a small, and when I say small, I mean small, group of people exploring subtly in this cave, I think we'll be well versed to take on any danger there, and sneaky enough to get through without necessarily breaching any political protocols. So I think maybe we should go and investigate the ruins. I'd definitely be up for that. I'm at home in dark, dank spaces. So yes, that's where my vote is. What do you think? I suppose we should think who wants to go to the arena as well.
Also,
Because you won't be
RF Chaos, thanks for the raid.
Ooh.
I won't thank you for the raid. I was talking. You've interrupted me. How dare you? So what do you think? Midge, I know you want to see a dragon. Do you want to investigate a ruin?
Well, I am so excited to be going to see the dragon. I have yet to prove myself in the arena, and it is perhaps in the arena that I will make a name for myself. So, if it is all right with you, I would love to try the arena.
Look,
The
that's fine
event
with
sounds
me.
quite interesting.
I haven't been out in the field with Gilgamesh yet. Would you
Oh,
like
you're
to
going
go
to
and
enjoy
investigate
that.
a ruin, Gilgamesh?
Being in a dark place with you, I think that would be lovely.
Yes. Yeah, I think so. I mean, you've said it in a way that disturbs me slightly, but I'm going to take it as a compliment, and I think we should go. I think, yes, Fizzix, I think we'll go and explore the ruins.
Very good. Now, I should clarify, these ruins may not necessarily be underground.
All ruins are underground once you're inside them.
I suppose that's accurate.
The ground is merely a roof built by man.
Very well. Sounds good then. So, that means that Foresight Faction, you will be joining the Powder Pact investigating some Numerian ruins. It sounds like they're tech ruins at that. Quite rare.
Oh.
I
So,
like exploring.
you all had the opportunity to go on new trade negotiations for a valuable resource, and you're going to some old ruins?
That makes sense to me.
We
Yes,
know
I
where our
understand.
skills lie.
Raiden is on our side. Look, Sokra, if we were 4 Sokras, of course we would go. But there's only one of you and 3 of us, and we'd just hamper your... We'd cramp your style, as it were.
Hey,
There's enough style to go around. You all can have my style. It's fine. It's perfect.
You can keep
We can all be a party of negotiators. I can get you all outfitted, and it'll be fantastic. I have all of these great hats.
No.
You what? I don't know if you know this, but I collect hats.
I know.
I didn't know that.
Oh, it's
Well,
a
I
secret
guess-
that no one's understood yet.
Well, I've already written it down in the scroll for the ruins, so I believe it is now set in stone.
Yes, and look,
Oh.
Sokra, we can use your expertise. I know that you know your way around buildings, so we might be able to use your know-how to keep us all safe. If you think something's going to collapse, you can tell us. Besides, you don't want to deal with Numerians. They're all warlordish and mean. They don't even have insurance there. They just let things fall over, and nobody pays anybody anything.
The
Actually,
business opportunities with that.
I don't think
How
insurance
often
is
do you
very
get-
popular in Numeria. That is accurate.
Brave girl.
Yes.
I think you're gonna Stalker's gonna explode or something if you keep going.
Just forget it. I'll go to the arena. Whatever.
Lord
All right,
Fizzix,
wonderful.
I've got
First,
a
you
question.
don't let me go to a party, and now you just cut me out of trade negotiations. Ugh.
Yes, Miss Tinbrook.
I just was wondering, do you write all this in stone? Because, like you said, it was written on the page and then it was set in stone. I'm just wondering if that, because if you do, that's really fast that you're writing in stone. That's all.
Matter of fact, I actually write it just on parchment. It's a phrase of speech. But interestingly enough, once I do get it back to the office, I do engrave it in stone.
If you write it on vellum, which is made from leather, then you could just get back to your office and cast flesh to stone. I know you are a wizard. You cast stone skin on the vellum, and it's set in stone straight away.
That
I
is
mean,
a
the
brilliant
graphite from
idea,
the
Brave
pencil.
Gut.
It's a type of stone.
Yeah.
To get technical.
I'll have
There
to
you are.
discuss this with both of
Actually-
you later. I'm very intrigued.
Yes, I've just improved office efficiency 200%. You can get rid of those tablets. You can spend your time looking at the pet guild and how to get it involved in the competition later.
Look
I'll
at
have
that.
Soker get me the actual numbers later, but that sounds like it may be close to accurate.
Wonderful.
Well, speaking of arenas then, that leaves just one more task to sort out. That's our final arena game of this round, which we're calling Cargo Escort. Now, in this one, we have a special construct that's going to be trying to get from one end of the arena to the other. One team will be trying to stop it, the other will be trying to help it along. Now, we do have a lever and some control panels on there, but due to some fancy magic, we have a special trigger where whoever's defending the construct, if they're near the construct, it'll cause that lever and control panel to become ethereal. So therefore, if you can get the other team away from the construct, you should be able to pull the lever and stop it. Or you may just try to destroy it or slow it. Either way, we'll be switching sides. Each team will be performing each role. Speaking of, this will be teams of 2 versus 2. Whoever has the lowest amount of sponsors at the beginning of this arena will get to choose their ally. We'll be switching sides back and forth, escorting and attacking, and whoever has the most points at the end of it will win. So, Foresight Faction, it sounds like Sokra, out of frustration, will be attending.
Yes.
He's going.
Very good. And
Nope.
Midge, it sounds like you have something to prove for the Powder Pact.
Oh, yes, I've been practicing my elbow, wrist.
Is that
Talk to
some
me
sort
after
of
this, Midge.
combat
we can get some
maneuver?
fancy hats.
Oh, thank you.
We'll show them.
Very good. And Pjob, who will the Company of Honor be sending on this one?
Well, I recently heard word when I was up in the stands that it looks like Chichki has made it into Galarian Ninja Warrior. So, as part of his contract, he's gonna have to go into the escort the cargo mission.
A
Which
double
works
feature
out-
for Chichki. Well, wonderful.
Yeah, it works out perfectly because, Snotnod and I have a little bet going on with, a certain relationship, so.
Oh, interesting. Well,
What?
that should be good then.
Relationship.
Yeah.
So Chichki for the Company of Honor. Now, Gold Bloods, that just leaves you. Who will you be sending to this one?
Well, Margot, you did so good on the last one because you were the only one really doing anything. So I think you would just be really good in this one. What do you think?
I do think it's probably time to redeem that whole situation, because I agree. I definitely deserved more than I got from that whole thing.
X, what do you think?
Yeah, Margot, Rock, do your thing.
I will. And you know what? Regardless, I mean, I'm there to win, but also like throw a dinner party afterwards, like we did last time. That was pretty cute and fun.
I love to see the spirit of sportsmanship of doing dinner afterwards. Very good. Good on all of you.
Maybe X could play a song.
I'll play the song.
Snot could dance.
Oh, and you can sing.
I could help sing along. Yeah, that's a great idea, Midge.
That's wonderful.
I love this idea.
Front and center.
X is gonna pull Teal aside, actually, just kind of as conversation. Hey,
what's up?
Speaking of that singing, I was kind of thinking, hey, how about I give you some vocal coaching, like just one-on-one? Maybe we could, just...
Margot's in the back doing this.
And yeah.
To X or to Teal?
To Teal.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, cool, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool,
yeah, okay. Right.
Cool, all right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we're
okay.
gonna get back to this thing.
Yeah, okay. Right.
X will actually turn and like see Margot like,
what's happening here?
Well,
So quiet.
That seems like good teamwork, and I appreciate it, and I love seeing the camaraderie amongst this group. You're doing the Alliance proud, all of you. Now, I do have one final piece of business to mention before we dismiss for the evening, and that is the Goldbloods have found a very interesting piece of treasure, or at least a trail to some treasure. Now, as you know, we typically split up our loot evenly, giving priority to the guild who owns the job. But on this one, we decided to automatically give this to the Goldbloods, as this is a sign from a deity, as we have learned in past competitions. We didn't want to mess with passing it along. Now, we believe that we've gotten a treasure map from the Pirate Queen herself, Besmara. She does seem to smile upon this competition, if the past repeats itself. Goldbloods, we will be assembling some information on this map and sending you on this task once we have more information. We have not forgotten about it, but we do need more time to plan. So we appreciate you for turning in the map. We will get a job set up for you, and you'll be exclusively going on that job as a team. Thank you for bringing that back. I hope it brings you wealth and fortune.
Thank you. We're excited.
Very good. Now, I believe that is all I have. Anything else from any of the other competitors? Very good.
I wish
I will,
you all the best of luck.
I will look into this pet guild, as you mentioned.
Yes, I'll get the paperwork started just as soon as we leave.
I'm sure if they applied to become a guild with our alliance, I already have the paperwork.
Just speed it
I
up.
will make sure I find it. I will go at the pace that is required and efficient for my job title. Thank you.
I've got a whole certificate for you to, help.
Once again, if they applied, I will have all necessary paperwork, and if I do not, they will be denied. Anyhow, thank you all for joining this evening. Wonderful speaking and checking in with you all. You're all doing a fantastic job. You have gained much notoriety for the Alliance and for yourselves, and it seems like your pockets are getting filled as well. I hope to see fortune continue smiling upon you in such a way. Good evening, everyone. And with that, Fizzix is going to gather his paperwork, and he is going to head off the same way he came.
I think Margot, sorry, just really quick. I think Margot's
No,
going
go
to
for
chase after him so she can give him a flower as well.
Aww.
Lord Fizzix, it's me again. Just wanted to give you this flower. Thank you for everything. Hope you got the candy.
That's lovely. A spell component?
What? No, it's just a flower.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Thank
You can use it that way, I suppose, if you want to.
I don't think I will. Now,
Cool.
This doesn't give you any sort of edge, correct?
No, that is no, not at all. I just want to say thank you for doing all of this. This is a lot of hard work. So thanks.
Well, I appreciate the kind gesture. I feel like Finley tried to bribe me once. I'm sorry if I'm defensive in that way.
Oh, that's okay. I don't know who that is, but I believe you, and I'm sorry that it came across that way. So,
Margot, you don't know who
I know you'll tell me all about it later, Teal. It's fine.
It's competition.
She's gonna, all right, bye. And then she'll hand out flowers to everybody else.
Yeah, he'll give you a smile and he'll wave to everybody and continue on his way. And we will go ahead and end our scene there. But friends in chat, it is not done yet. We have a couple more things for you tonight. Number one, thank you for all the follows and for the raid. And if anybody else, if you're watching and you're not following, you definitely should, because we do lots of content and you definitely want to know when we go live for all the other content we do aside from Tabletop Treasure Hunters. So yeah, we would super appreciate some follows. Also, we had a community challenge over the last month or so. I broke it and then I fixed it and then I broke it again. But either way, between all the breaking, you guys completed it. We had several of them to unlock some special perks for each of the guilds, and you guys rocked every single one of them. So for the Company of Honor, you guys unlocked for them a banner of Lady Longshanks, who is their kind of patron shared deity. And this is going to be an item that is a cold iron long spear, magical, that they can once per session drop down and give just a big fortune aura to all their allies. The Gold Bloods all get to have a very powerful custom made weapon that either looks very menacing or very just beautifully ornate. It'll boost either intimidation or diplomacy, as well as just being a very strong, well-kitted weapon. For the Powder Pact, they gain access to a package of technological gear, including a bomb launcher that can either be wielded by Bravegut or attached to Enkidu. There is some spell bracelets that Midge can wear that can let Midge add sneak attack damage to some extra spells that she wouldn't normally be able to. And they also have just like a quick fix-it tool that can be used for a variety of things once per session to boost some skill rolls. And then the Foresight Faction was able to properly file some very thorough paperwork on divining fortunes, handling magical creatures, and recovering loot from enemies. So this is going to give them a variety of perks at the start of each session. Most notably is going to be they can roll a pool of dice at the start of the session, and they can replace a few rolls with those dice that they roll at the beginning throughout the session. And also they can sell one item per session for full price. So some fun perks for all the guilds. So thank you guys for that. It was super cool to see you guys just crush those goals so fast. And I think that's it for all the logistics. So we have next week, we're going to be having the Foresight Faction's job, where they're going to be going and talking to a gold dragon, trying to get blessed by a fire spirit. They're going to be joined by the Powder Pact. On that one, we have Evelyn, we have Sokra, we have Midge, and we have Bravegut. So it should be a good time. And then aside from that, we're going to go to a break here. Most of us are going to disappear, but by very popular demand, we're going to have the perspective of this competition from a couple of witches named Josie and Jolene, who chat has been asking for a very long time. So if you guys have been wanting Josie and Jolene, they will be back after the break. And for the rest of us, yeah.
Can I make one quick plug, please?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Please do.
Well, we can announce this at the end of the stream too, but just while everybody's here, in case anyone is interested, tomorrow night we're streaming Flabbergasted, a one-shot of Flabbergasted, which is a comedic tabletop role-playing game set in the roaring 20s. And so a few of us are going to play some up-and-coming socialites, including myself and Matt and Felicia, who played Wiz, and then a new guest named M, who we have not had on this channel before. So tune in tomorrow. There's my break plug, Chase. Hopefully that was cool.
Not to be confused with our M.
Yes, our M, who is GMing.
Awesome. Yeah, that should be a good time. So good stuff. Yeah, so that's it for us aside from the break. Really quick, those of us who are signing off, let's just do one quick reminder, this awesome cast we have. Matt, tell us about you.
Hey, I'm Matt. You can find me on Level 1 Geek as Stew Drinker, as PL here, and tomorrow as Jeffrey Ash, a very witty and sharp-tongued butler.
Awesome. Tatum, tell us about you.
I'm Tatum. I'm Tori's older sister. I stream here on Intermittent Tuesdays, and I'm just here to have a good time.
Nice. I feel like you got to make that more of a power move and start saying, "Hi, I'm Tatum. I'm the superior sister."
I mean, That's true, but it is Tori's channel. I mean, shared channel. So I felt like this wouldn't be the place to submit that dominance.
That's fair. Awesome. Ian, tell us about you.
Yeah, I'm Ian. I go by cash_miss on the YouTubes. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Very good. Mitch.
Yeah, you can find me on social media, Twitter at Mitch S. Bustillos. Other than that, I got a Kickstarter coming out October 5th, Chew, which is based on a New York bestselling Image comic book of the same name. So make sure to check that out. I will also be at Gen Con, Origins, and PAX Unplugged this year. So say hi. I'll be over at the IGDN booth.
Awesome. Nathan, tell us about you.
Yeah, Nathan, one half of the Knights of Bastille. We make mobile apps for RPG games and streaming here. So it's been fun.
Good stuff. Good stuff. And Bill.
Yeah, hi, I'm Bill. I'm a podcaster. You can tell I'm a podcaster because my video light setup is so bad. I make a show called Escape This Podcast, which you can check out, where we make fake escape rooms, like tabletop role-playing style escape rooms, and have guests play through them. I have another show called Solve This Murder, where I try and solve murder mysteries. I'm on Twitch as well as Play This Game Live. We're in the middle of a playthrough of Riven, because we never played Mist or Riven. We finished Mist, and now we're playing Riven. And also, for all you people, it's September. So if you want to sub to this channel and then go sub to my channel, this is the time to do it, because you get like 20% off or something. So you should subscribe right now to Level 1 Geek.
That's very kind of you. It is September. It's a good
September.
time.
It's
big
in the name.
discounts on those subs. Awesome. Thank you, Bill. Me and Tori are part of Level 1 Geek, as are Em and Katie. Em and Katie are going to be back as Josie and Jolene in just a bit. So we're going to go to break. You'll see them in a bit. And for everybody else, good night. We'll see you guys in a bit.
Oh, Jolene, did you see that Fizzix there? He's looking mighty fine these days.
Can I just tell you something, Josie?
Oh, you could.
Let me just tell you something.
Okay.
I think that Fizzix is such a good leader.
I think so too. Look at his strong.
Not that terrible Admirate guy.
Oh.
What was his problem?
I don't know. He was a kind of a pushover. He never really verified anything now, did he?
He didn't verify anything.
That was really unfortunate, honestly. You know, I was telling you the other day, I was saying Fizzix has really got it all in order.
It's made for a very interesting season.
It has.
What do you think of the Foresight Faction?
Oh.
They're in the lead.
The Foresight Faction, well, they're kind of in the lead. It's kind of a technicality, right?
Whoa.
What?
Don't you even tell me that they're not in the lead.
Oh.
They have Kona.
Oh.
Don't you know how much everybody loves Kona? They're in the lead.
I have heard things about Kona, but have you seen that little Gilgamesh and his little baby? And have you seen Midge? This is the Powder Pact, remember? They are also in the lead with those fine hats. And then Bravegut with his foods. How can you discount them as well?
I would go to Bravegut's restaurant, but the hats just seem like a cheap gimmick to me.
Yeah, I suppose I could see that cheap gimmick there. Just touting around saying that she's looking for hats, really just trying to up her own street cred.
Maybe she's really obsessed with hats, which is almost worse. Is that almost worse?
It might almost be worse. It might, we're going to have to think about
Who's that
this.
obsessed with hats?
It's weird. It's a little weird.
You know what people don't talk about, though?
What don't they talk about?
That cute little bow tie. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But, we shouldn't talk about Midge the whole time,
You know
who's interesting?
Who is interesting? You tell me. Tell me a story.
That Tail kid.
Yeah.
You know what? When I look at that little munchkin, I just think, what a little child. She's just so bubbly. Life has not hurt her yet.
I know.
And it makes me want to get her.
Yeah, we could draw up some plans for that. I've seen, because she doesn't know this yet, but we know this. She's been collecting some signatures. Do you know what we could do with those signatures?
What could you do with the signatures?
we've got that magic, and they've got those signatures. There could be some contracts there. Little Teal doesn't need to know about it. What if we invite Teal for some dinner? Just a nice dinner.
We should offer to give her our signatures, and not only that, we duplicate her book of signatures. Then we make all the contracts we want.
I like you thinking there. I love that thinking. That poor little naive kid. She's just so excitable too.
I thought that Otis was going to kill her.
Oh, yeah. I'm kind of surprised that he didn't take it further. I guess it's a good thing he was alone. I assume
Irina would have killed her. I like that bitch. She's stone cold.
She is. Irina would have done the job. And you know what? I respect a stone cold bitch like that. No hesitation.
You know what? You know who else is stone cold?
Who else?
Evelyn.
Oh,
I adore Evelyn.
Can we? Okay, come here. Come in close.
No, you stay in your window over there on the left. Fine. I'm going to stay on my window over here on the right. I don't need to get close to you and your foul breath.
Oh, we're going to make this a breath comp. You know what? We'll talk about it later.
That was uncalled for. Continue.
I'm hurt, but I'm going to continue on. Evelyn.
Suck it up. Come on, Josie.
I've got it. Evelyn and her Hans, and then her little skeleton dogs. What a gem.
You know what? I would adopt her. I would make her my daughter.
Well, you know what? She could be an apprentice of some sorts, We just bring her in. Yeah.
Oh, I want her to read my fortune. I want her to tell me when I'm going to find love.
Me too. Well, that's never going to happen. We know that fortune card's going to come up blank.
Yours, maybe.
Oh, no. Jolene.
I'm not talking to you if you're going to be rude like this.
I'm sorry.
Do you hear my familiar? Do you hear my familiar
I am
protesting?
Hearing your familiar. Your familiar is very upset. I'm sorry, okay?
You should be sorry.
I am sorry.
My goodness.
You know who we should talk about, though?
Tell me who we should talk about.
These goblin characters.
Oh my god.
This Lady Longshanks. Have you heard of this deity? This Lady
I don't think
Longshanks?
she's real.
I don't know. They've got kind of some powers from it, and it makes me a little concerned that Lady Longshanks is real.
You know what I think happened? I think someone came down, like maybe Ayomade, who knows, and was like, hey, I'm going to help you out. But they're being goblins, and they didn't even catch her real name.
Well, I guess that's a thing. Hey, familiar, we are discussing here. Your familiar needs to calm down.
You know what? My familiar's gonna do exactly what she wants to do.
That's fair. So these goblins, back to these goblins. They're so cute. That's
not though.
That's not with the hair and the glasses.
And the badges.
And the
way that Chitchki hits things so strong.
I know.
So strong.
And that little Pyob just sitting there being so friendly to everybody, writing those notes.
You know what I kind of hope?
What do you kind of hope?
I kind of hope that Pyob all of a sudden flips one day and shows everyone like this real dark side. I think that would be the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Oh, that would be, that might kill me. Out of all the centuries I've lived, if Peel flipped, I might die laughing.
Teal's all like, oh, this is my only friend. And then all of a sudden, Peel comes at her with all of his teeth and all of his knives.
And that'd be funny because it'd be like this whole, oh no. There he goes.
There'll be the screaming and the crying.
Oh, so great. And then you know what would happen is that X-Man there. You know X, the one with the guitar.
I know X.
Oh, speaking of though. Oh my goodness.
You know what? I was thinking you and me should go find some new skin suits and go pay X a little visit.
You know what? I was thinking the same thing. Do you think that we could do it in full view of Teal? Because come on.
You are so mean.
I am so
Did you know that? You are so mean.
I know. Thank you. It would be so funny. Just right there. It's so unrequited if that girl doesn't go and talk to him. That's
You know
her
what?
own fault.
If she doesn't sack up, grow herself some lady balls,
Yeah.
and get in there,
Yeah.
he's gonna get stolen away by us.
Probably. And then we're going to have to use them for spell components, which not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all.
All right. We need to talk about the future, though.
Okay,
We know what
okay,
they've all been
okay,
like. Let's talk about the future.
All right.
What do you think about Midge meeting this dragon?
Ooh, Midge is very excited about it, and I commend that, and I really hope that Midge gets something out of this. You know?
You do?
I do.
You don't want Midge to, like, get totally shreked by this dragon?
No,
What if Midge is like, I'm a descendant of Bramdagir, and then the dragon's like, no, you're not.
Well, then it would serve Midge right for being a little bit of a liar.
But does Midge think that he's actually a descendant of Bramdagir? Or was this like a childhood lie fed to Midge since being a small little tot? And now Midge is going to go through like a whole mental breakdown in front of the entire world.
Oh, I wouldn't be opposed to that, What if the dragon could just be like, you know what, Midge? No, you're not. And then light the hat on fire. Whatever hat she ends up wearing.
You know what? If we're scrying this, and if they don't kill that dragon, we could go kill that dragon and get all them components. There's that one spell I've been trying to convince you to, give a little whirl. But you're always like, we don't have enough dragon blood.
Well,
we can have all the dragon blood.
We could. You know what? If you would just stop nipping at the supply of dragon blood, then maybe we would have more dragon blood.
You know that I need that dragon blood to keep my locks this luscious.
They are very luscious locks, and I am
dark
impressed.
Locks like this don't come natural when you're like 1,000 years old.
They don't. It's true. And I really commend those locks. They are very beautiful. But this red here, which if it's a fire dragon, I guess that red would really help this, wouldn't it?
That's Midge. You should take Midge's blood and see what that happens there. You gotta wait till the season's over. I need to know what happens.
That's
all right?
That's you're right.
What?
You're right. But what about the other jobs? What else?
All right.
We've got
all right.
the goblins. They're going on. This is a twofer for the gold bloods. They're taking the goblins on both of them. I think that they don't like the other two. I think there's a fissure there, a deep divide.
Tell me more about this. I'm not reading what you're picking up. Tell me about it.
So you've got the gold bloods, and you've got the company of honor, right?
Yeah.
And then you've got the Foresight Faction, and you've got the Powder Pact. Now, they could have the picks, right? And they could mix it up a little bit. But the gold bloods, they didn't want to, and I think it was that Teal's fault.
You do? They said it was like the tactics. They wanted to solidify a friendship.
Yeah, what is this about friendship? This is a competition, and they come at this with friendship?
What do you think went on behind those closed doors between the Foresight Faction and the Powder Pact?
I don't know.
What is this friendship contract? I don't understand this thing.
I think it's the bird, that Sakura, with his paperwork.
And you think Midge just went along with it because they were so close?
Either that or...
I saw a copy of that letter. Do you want to hear what it said?
I do. I do want to hear what it said.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta rifle through my books here.
If you would just clean up a little bit.
Hey,
I told you.
This is not what we're talking about right now. Do you understand me?
Okay. This side of the room's clean. We could do that to yours.
You know what?
The whole right side could be looking like this left.
You know what? All right, I found it. Found it. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
I'm listening.
All right. It says Dear Sakura.
Okay.
Is it to Sakura or is it just Sakura?
I think it's just Sakura, but it could be to Sakura.
To Sakura. I'm going to say to Sakura.
That
Dear
sounds
to
nicer.
Sakura.
Uh-huh.
I am concerned that perhaps... Oh, no, this is the wrong one.
Oh,
I'm going to go ahead and...
Okay, see, this
you know
is
what?
a lesson.
I need you to...
This is a lesson.
I need you to shut up. Here it is. Dear to Sakura.
All right.
It is with trepidation. Oh my goodness, that Midge knows so many words.
That is a word.
I write to you today. I cannot tell you how absolutely heartbroken I was to see all the guilds gang up on Evelyn.
Oh.
You know what? I wasn't sad to see that because you got to see Evelyn kick some serious ass.
No, they really let Evelyn shine in that.
They really did. She deserved to win.
She did.
And you know what? If anyone is a friend with Evelyn, it's Piol, because he's not a friend with the Gold Bloods.
No.
He let Evelyn win.
Oh, no, it was the other way around. Evelyn was like, hey, Piol, here you go. Remember?
I remembered that incorrectly.
See, it's because you weren't watching the scribe properly.
You know what? I had to get a nap.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just a little nap. All right.
At the very end. It was ridiculous.
All right. I'm going to continue the letter now.
Continue, I'm sorry.
Gilgamesh came back in near tears for his part in the matter and told us he simply could not finish her off. So Gilgamesh was all torn up about his part of the whole fighting bit, you know?
I see.
And then Midge goes on, I was absolutely irate while watching. If I was in the arena that day, I would have swooped to Evelyn's aid and made it at least a fair fight. So I thought to write to you if perchance the Foresight Faction finds themselves in a bind during the next arena match. Then the Powder Pact would render aid. In return, if dear Bravegut was in danger, the Foresight Faction would assist if they could. In simpler terms, you guard our back and we'll guard yours. Would this be amenable to you? We could test out this arrangement for one arena match and see how it feels. Do write back at your earliest convenience.
Oh, what a nice letter.
That was supposed to just be like a one-time thing, and people are treating it like it was a forever thing.
Oh, you know, you know what? Let me look through my papers here. I think that
I thought you were so organized. You know where it was.
Organized. It's right here. You see this folder? It's right here. I've got the contract right here. Do you want?
Oh my God! Tell me immediately.
Yeah, okay. It says, "Dear Midge." Starts out nice, right? He says, "Sorry, I was beak deep in paperwork when I got your previous message and improperly filed it in my outbox." Oh, I did.
What? I thought he's supposed to be some sort of professional.
I know, this is ridiculous. Anyway, I did.
You know what? The Foresight Faction has gone down in my books. I hope the Company of Honor wins.
Oh, you know, I can't root for them yet. I need to know who this Lady Longshanks is. I think I gotta go with the Foresight right now.
Of course you do. You're a sucker for a fox.
It's a very, very furry and poofy creature, and I love them so much. I love them. Anyway, back to this. I did detain your messenger in an attempt to see if it could help with my filing systems, but it didn't go well, and I had to, this quotes, turn it off before it damaged any of the documents. You'll find the remains attached. He broke it.
That's what Midge must have been talking about with the tears.
That was to Sakura. In any case, he says in any case, the Foresight Faction would love to come to an agreement with the Powder Pact. You'll find forms A17 through A92, that's too many forms, for documentation of inter-guild alliance, as well as personal form FR7 for official notification of friendship formation, which I'll require Bravegut to fill out in return. A carbon copy has been provided for your own records. Sincerely, to Sakura Talk.
To Sakura Talk. That makes sense. It is the TT for the alliteration.
Yeah, I see it now. To Sakura Talk.
To Sakura Talk.
This explains Bravegut's little commentary too during that whole meeting.
I understand now. I like getting that little bit of insight. Thank you for collecting that.
Yeah. You know, we should keep just collecting these things as we go along.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
What?
That left me just exhausted.
Oh, I know. You need another nap again? Is it nap time?
You know what? It's late. I can have a nap if I want to have a nap.
I
Maybe I'll get a little bit of a nip of that dragon blood.
Oh, Okay, we're down to like 4 bottles though. Could you be just a little bit? Can you be just a little bit more sparing this time?
Don't you tell me how to use my dragon blood, all right?
All right. Well, fine. But, we're going to have to tune in next Tuesday. We're going to
Which job are you most looking forward to?
Oh my goodness. You know what? I can't choose. I can't choose.
What? You're so pathetic sometimes.
Wow. What about you then? If I'm
Obviously, I'm excited for the arenas. I like seeing them and all the angst when they're attacking each other.
The angst. Do you think there's going to be angst? Because the last one was kind of boring.
Pull your red head out of your ass.
Oh, that was fine.
That's what you're going to answer with? Oh, that's fine?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened to all your fire?
What happened to all my fire?
You need some dragon blood, don't you?
I might need some dragon blood. That makes me just excited for the dragon mission then. We're going to have to wait and see. And then, you know what? I doubt they're going to kill the dragon, so we'll get our chance.
We're going to go kill that dragon after they're done. We're going to scry the whole thing. We're going to go in. We're going to kill that dragon.
Whole thing. You got the nicest mirror for this one.
Thank you. I got it on clearance.
It's beautiful.
And by clearance, I mean I murdered a king.
I love it when you go on your murder sprees. You always come back with the best loot.
Well, I like to call it a shopping spree, but whatever. Tomato.
Exactly. It's just like Sokra to Sakra. Same thing.
It's to Sakra. It's not Sokra.
Well,
right?
Some people might say. Some people. Not us, but some people.
Absolute. All right. You know what? It is nap time for me.
Yeah. It's nap time.
I gotta take my familiar out.
You do.
She's screaming up a storm.
I cannot believe you're familiar right now. I cannot believe this whole time. You need to pet her more. Give her more magic.
No.
Yes.
I don't want to. She bites.
That's really rude. Well, maybe if you gave her more attention, she wouldn't bite.
Do you hear her screaming? She's just so needy.
She is really needy. You should take care of that and get your nap in.
All right, I'm gonna.
All right.
Oh, you know what? Oh my God, my freaking cat.
You're familiar. It's happening. Would you shut up? I said shut up. Okay, continue. The familiar.
I can't even remember what I was gonna say. I got the tears. I'm laughing so hard. The stupid cat.
This cat is ridiculous. Cannot believe. Well,
all right, I'm gonna go hit my cat with a broom, and
Good.
Make sure you shut off that scry, okay? You shut off that scry.
I'm gonna do it right now. Here I go. I'm clearing it out. Here we go. Get your blood. It's fine.
Oh, this is the best blood.
All right, I'm gonna tuck you in. It'll be fine. Shut up.
Shut up!